What is up? What is up, awesome people of the internet? Guys, it's Friday, which means that we got another Friday Spotlight game, but this time we only have one game tonight. And you know what? I was like, you know what? Let me go live for it. I'm watching it anyway. So we have the Connecticut Sun versus the Phoenix Mercury. This is the return of Alyssa Thomas back to where it all started. 11 years with the Connecticut Sun. She has made her return, and her team, the Phoenix Mercury, are expected to easily get the dub against Connecticut, but we'll ultimately see what happens from here. Again, Connecticut versus Phoenix. We just tipped off not even a whole minute ago. And Alyssa Thomas ended up getting fouled. She made one of her free throws, and that's why it's 1-2 now, 0. Had a jump ball. Tina Charles with the basketball. She's backing down Alyssa Thomas. Tina Charles with her patented turnaround jumper misses. Rebound goes to Satu Sabally. Satu has the basketball, guarded by J.C. Sheldon. Makes a move, splits the defense, and gets fouled. Okay, Satu. That was a nice move. She had J.C. Sheldon on her originally, and then Olivia Nelson-Ododa came over to help, and then got straight through there. Yes, you can watch this game on WNBA League Pass. That's how I'm watching this. I assume this is also on Ion as well because... Oh, no, it's not even Friday. Why was I thinking it was Friday? It's Wednesday. I think I was thinking it's Friday because I'm off tomorrow, so maybe that's why. Anyway, I'm watching this game on WNBA League Pass. All right? Now, turnover. Mercury with the basketball. Oh, Alyssa Thomas gets to the rim but misses the basket. Marina, guarded by Monica Koa-Makani, gets the screen. Marina. Oh, almost got it to go. Almost got that mid-range jumper to go. Ball goes out of bounds. It is staying with Connecticut. Man, there's a guy on the one of the I guess broom guys. He has like the perfect afro. Marina Mabry with the basketball, guarded by Monica Koa-Makani, gets the screen. Marina, long out of off balance three. She misses, but there's a foul down low. They call the foul on Alyssa Thomas, and AT is like, what? Tina Charles fouled me. That wasn't a foul on me. Yeah, AT versus Tina Charles is a fun battle. All right, ball goes inside to Tina Charles. Tina Charles working. Tina, fadeaway, jumper, misses. All right, AT goes coast to coast and makes the layup. All right. Bria Hartley with the basketball. I'm surprised they didn't call that a foul. Hartley gets it to J.C. Sheldon. Sheldon gets it to the rim. Sheldon, block. Said, get that out of here. And we do have a shot clock violation for the Connecticut Sun. All right. Monique Koa-Makani gets fouled by Bria Hartley. I think that was her first foul? Yeah. Several fouls so far for Connecticut. Alyssa Thomas with the basketball to Monica Koa-Makani. Monica Koa-Makani with a 3-point bucket. Fun fact, guys, did you know that the player who has the most threes off of an Alyssa Thomas pass is Monique Okoa-Makani? That girl is feeling it, okay? And she is a rookie, which is also very, very cool. Lots of rookies on this Phoenix Mercury team. And we have reached our first timeout, commercial timeout of the game. I mean, again, this is going to be pretty easy, I would say, game for the Phoenix Mercury. I don't think Connecticut has a chance, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We will see. But right now, it is 8-0. 8-0 right now. But remember, this, we got a lot more game to go, so we'll ultimately see what happens from here. But again, we only have one game today, and that is the game that we are watching: Mercury versus Connecticut. Yes, like the stream. Like the stream, people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But again, thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Welcome to a live stream, a watch and talk live stream where we just talk through the game. As the game is happening, we'll just talk through it. And have a good time doing it. Because basketball is our favorite sport. Tulip says, quit it off topic. Lakers have been bought for $10 billion. I did see that come through. Hope Sparks get bought out too, so a dang practice facility can be built. Does the Sparks have a different ownership group than the Lakers? I thought they had a different ownership group. Wow, okay, Tarika with the red hair as well. Okay. Something is going on with the pink or red or whatever. You had Asia Wilson with the straight pink hair for the photo day. You got Courtney Williams and Natisha Heidemann who went red. Courtney is still red, and Natisha ended up going blonde, I think. And now you got Tarika with the red hair. I like it. Something in the water. I don't know. All right. Bria Hartley with the basketball, guarded by Kalia Copper. Gets it to Ono. To Tina Charles, who gets the ball stripped by AT. Copper with the basketball. She gets a screen. Copper to AT. AT directing traffic. Pass. Oh, Natasha Mack misses the shot. Satu Sabli gets the rebound, and she gets fouled on the putback. Slick says, Quita, how do you feel about Mercury fully healthy? Here's the deal. I think this Mercury team is a very dangerous team. And I think people have been sleeping on this team. And I think it's just going to take a little bit more time for Alyssa and Kalia Copper to really, really, really click. Because they haven't played that many games together. And so I think once they really, really, really click, I think it's over. All right, Sanaya Rivers in the game. Oh, good passing. Ball goes over to Olivia Nelson-Ododa, who gets the layup. It was Sanaya to Tina to Ono. And Alyssa Thomas gets straight to the bucket and scores again. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do about AT. Okay? Ono with the basketball. Gets to the Bria Hartley. Down low to Marina Mabry, who had Okoa-Makani back on her back. Turnaround jumper, she misses. Rebound goes to Phoenix. AT with the basketball. Tried to get it to Kalia Copper. It was tipped out of bounds. MP says, why is AT listed as a forward in All-Star voting? That feels strategic. She is a forward. What do you think she should be listed as? I'm not sure. Alyssa Thomas is a forward. Yeah. She's a forward. Do you think she's a guard? I mean, she has guard-like skills in terms of her ability to handle the basketball and her ability to pass, but she's a forward. Yeah. That's why they call her point forward. TM says the game just started and it's 12-2. The Suns trash. Here's the deal, guys. Yesterday, the Chicago Sky came out to a huge lead against the Washington Mystics, and see who won that game? I'm just saying. Now, I don't anticipate Phoenix to lose. I'm just saying. You never know. Murray Mabry misses the jumper, and the missing of shots continues for the Connecticut Sun. Akol Makani to Alyssa Thomas. AT gets to the Copper. Copper off the screen gets fouled as a foul on Bria Hartley. I believe that's her second foul of the game so far. Thank you, Christian, for reposting this on Twitter. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Haley Peters in the game for the Connecticut Sun. Yeah, this is live polo. Yeah, the Sun just played yesterday, and they are playing again today. And they are fouling the mess out of the Phoenix Mercury. 14-2 so far. Sanaya Rivers with the basketball. Sanaya picks up her dribble, goes for the ill-advised three-point shot. Rebound. Lexi held to AT. To Natasha Mack. Oh, that was nice. That was very, very nice. Natasha Mack with the nice post move down low. Gets the bucket. And there's a foul on the other end. That is a foul on Kalia Copper. Sanaya Rivers tries to thread the needle to Haley Peters, but the ball was stolen. Lexi held to AT. Cross-court pass. Held to Mack, to held, to West Bell, to AT with the spin move. Man, to Mack. That would have been a great assist. That would have been a great assist for AT. Sometimes just watching Alyssa Thomas play, it's like, man, she's so good. Sanaya Rivers with a reverse layup. Finally, another score for the Connecticut Sun. Held. Gets the mid-range jumper to go. Lindsay Allen in the game for Connecticut. She gets the ball to Marina Mabry, to Olivia Nelson-Adota, to Haley Peters, who misses the shot. She gets her own rebound, but she misses that as well. AT with the board, bringing it up. Alyssa Thomas gets the screen, picks up her dribble, gets it to Kat Westbeld, to held, Ill-advised pass. Turnover. It is Connecticut basketball. I mean, sometimes sometimes notifications don't come through. Why exactly? I don't totally know, but yeah, it's just a thing. I've heard a lot of creators say that, like, people say that they don't get notifications. So, like, anyway, Tina Charles, oh, with some nice action, down low, turn around, jumper. AT is on the bench, so of course that's gonna go down for Tina Charles. Cat Westbell, oh, nice pass to Musa for the layup. That was very nice. Tina Charles ends up traveling. Michael, I am using Ecamm. I'm using Ecamm Live for the like this. That's the software I use to stream. In general, all of my live streams are done in Ecamm Live. All right, Cat Westbelt. Oh, nice pass to Musa, who misses off the glass. Jaylen Brown, 4-3. That was a nice 3-point shot. That was a very, very nice 3-point shot. Satu Sabli. Mid-range jumper misses. Musa gets the rebound, gets to the Cat Westbelt. Cat misses. Another offensive rebound. Laksa misses a 3-point shot. Ball now goes out of bounds, and it is Connecticut basketball. All right, guys, on the court right now for the Connecticut Sun, we got Tina Charles, Anissa Morrow, Lindsay Allen, Jaylen Brown, and Sanaya Rivers. Oh, Anissa Morrow tried to make a move to the basket, but ultimately good defense on Cat Westbelt. Anissa misses the shot. Cat, on the other end, it gets a blocking foul called against Jaylen Brown. On the court for the Phoenix Mercury, we got Cat Westbell, Satu Sabli, Musa, Laksa, and Held. Eric says league pass is down for you. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm sorry to hear that. Ghost says, do you think Tina Charles will go into coaching after retirement or media? I think coaching. I could absolutely see Tina Charles as a coach. I could absolutely see it. Anissa Morrow with the basketball to Lindsay Allen. Down low to Tina Charles. Misses the shot. She's upset because she's like, hey, didn't I just get fouled? No foul was called. Almost turnover. Cat Westbell. 3-point shot misses. Rebound goes to Tina Charles, and we go the other way. Lindsay Allen with the basketball. Guarded by Locks, Held. Sanai Rivers goes for the mid-range jumper. She misses. Rebound goes to Satu Sabli. We got less than 15 seconds left to go. Again, there is a slight discrepancy between my TV and the actual score. Oh, good defense by Anissa Morrow, but that could have been a foul. No foul was called. But Satu Sabli gets back down fast enough and ends up preventing Anissa Morrow from making the shot. I think the reason why that even happened is because Anissa Morrow thought she committed the foul. No foul was called, so she hesitated, and she should have just went full force and went straight for the basketball and been able to go straight down there for the layup. All right, so what y'all got to say about the game so far? Thanks so much for joining me, Cynthia. Thank you so much. Thanks for rocking with me. We got a game that we gonna watch. I was about to say a really good game, but actually it's hopefully it gets really good. I hope it gets pretty close because y'all know I like close games. I really like close games, so we'll see if that actually happens. We will see. I don't anticipate it. I think this is ultimately going to turn into a blowout, but we'll see. You never know. Eric says this is good as watching. I hope so. I hope so. But again, thank y'all so much for watching. We are doing a watch and talk as we talk through the Connecticut Sun versus the Phoenix Mercury. It's going to be a good time as we watch and talk through the rest of this game. Again, I anticipate a blowout, but we'll ultimately see what happens. And this is just a good time to just hang out, chat. I've been doing Quit It in the Morning for a while now, and it feels like that's all I've been doing on this channel. But I do more than just that. We do play-by-plays as well, and I haven't been able to do a play-by-play in a while. But we back to doing a play-by-plays. We're gonna also have other stuff on the channel that's not just Quit It in the Morning. But also, guys, while we're in this break, it's time for real talk. Let me know y'all thoughts about just like what's happening in general. What do y'all think about just the state of women's basketball, the state of the WNBA, the state of this channel, the state of Quit It in the Morning? I'm just curious. As we have timeouts and whatnot, I'm very, very curious to just hear what your thoughts, your overall thoughts. Tulip says, Quita, will Mama do one of these watch-alongs with you? She did one before. She did one before. And the hope is that she does more. And actually, she was off today. I should have bothered her. Man, I should have thought about it. I should have thought about it earlier, and I could have called her and asked her to come over to watch this game with me. She probably would have did it. And then we could have got her thoughts about yesterday as well. I haven't actually talked to her about what happened yesterday because she said she's gonna watch the game after we got back from the Sky game yesterday. So we'll see. All right, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, you better do your thing, girl. Y'all, Jaylen Brown can knock down that three. She has a very odd looking shot, but like she can knock it down. You got Kalani Brown in the game for the Phoenix Mercury. Kalia Copper gets to the rim, misses the shot. Lexi Held gets the second chance bucket for the Phoenix Mercury. Got a 12-point game, guys. 12-point game. JC Sheldon with the basketball, gets the screen. JC. Tina Charles. Back to JC. JC, mid-range jumper. Misses. Satu Sabali gets the rebound. Satu brought the ball up. Gets it to Kalani Brown down low. Kalani. Oh. Gets it to Laksa, who gets the 3-point bucket. Okay. Murray Mabry with the basketball. Goes off a screen. Gets it to Jaylen Brown. Oh, I thought she was about to go 3 for 3. She misses the shot. But there's a loose ball foul down low on Anissa Morrow, looks like. Held to Kalani Brown. Gets the ball stolen. Good D by Anissa Morrow. Fast break opportunity. JC Sheldon gets the layup to go. Okay, I like that. I like it. Laksa with the basketball. Laksa. I'm sorry, that was Held. Satu Sabli ends up with the layup. Seven rebounds for Satu Sabli, 6 points. Turnaround jumper for Anissa Morrow, missed shot. Rebound goes to Phoenix. Kalia Copper misses at the rim again. A little rusty for Kalia Copper. Zacy Sheldon goes for the quick trigger three. That was a dumb idea. And she missed, of course. And she's like, yeah, that's on me. That's on me. That's a bad shot. That was a bad shot. It was. All right. Sanaya Rivers to Haley Peters to Marie Mabry. Free throw jumper misses. Olivia Nelson-Ododa with the quick put back. I like that. That was nice. That was nice. Alyssa Thomas, backdoor pass to Kalia Copper. And she gets fouled by Olivia Nelson-Ododa. And oh no, it's like, hey, man. That was a foul? Yeah, that was a foul. That was a foul. Kalia Copper at the free throw line. Gets the bucket. Remember, guys, Kalia Copper was injured to start the season. She is back. They got Diaby in the game for the Connecticut Sun. JC Sheldon with the basketball. Sheldon picks up a dribble. Gets to the Peters. Back to Sheldon. To Diaby. Oh, fantastic defense by Natasha Mack. Gets the block. AT rewards Natasha Mack. And she gets the layup to go. Wow. That was great defense by the Phoenix Mercury. Got a timeout call by Connecticut. Rashid Mezian has to talk about this because, the Phoenix Mercury, I get into their spaces on offense and on defense. Yeah, they not allowing Connecticut to get what they want to get to. Got a timeout on the floor. The score is 30 Phoenix, 16 Connecticut. All right, let's see what y'all got to say. Let's see. Go says Kalia Copper is the kind of rim runner you want. You do. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. All right, so lots of people still talking about yesterday. Everyone's still talking about yesterday, so I don't know. I think I'm kind of over it, to be quite honest with you. Samuel says, I know they're playing Connecticut, but it's incredible to watch AT showcase her court vision. Yeah, truly. I tell you, one player I will want on my team any day is Alyssa Thomas. Because she does everything. She is a player that's going to go right after you. On offense, she going to have to bang on you. And on defense, you about to hit the brick wall when you hit Alyssa Thomas. Okay, she has vision for days. And even though she can't really shoot like that, she still finds a way to be effective. Okay, she can't shoot the three. You know, she got that awkward looking shot. I would say a little bit less of a shot put shot this year than in years past. Again, not a great shot, but she makes it. She can get to the rim and score. She can hit those mid range jumpers. But the way that she gets her entire team involved is just it's fantastic to see. It's fantastic to just watch her play. It really is. But yeah, any day of the week, I would have Alyssa Thomas on my team. And one day, it would be great if she came to the Chicago Sky. One day, because I would love to get an AT jersey, and if I get an AT jersey when it's not the Sky, then I would barely be able to wear it. So like that would kind of defeat the purpose. All right, Kalia Copper, 3-point shot. She misses. Monica Cole-McConney gets the offensive rebound. Gets to the Alyssa Thomas. AT, back to Cole McConney. McConney guarded by Marina Mabrey. She gets to the rim, and Marina Mabrey gets the foul. Monique Okoa-McConney is going to head to the free throw line for 2 shots. I just enjoy saying her name, Monique Okoa-McConney. I just think that's such a fun name. Such a fun name. MP says everyone should get over it from all sides. I mean, honestly, I agree. But, I'm sure there's going to be people like, hey, how dare you say people should get over it? Because XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. And it's just like, it happened. The league took a look at it. Marina was elevated to a flagrant 2. Her and Sophie was fined, and we move on. Some people are upset that there was no ejections. I said it earlier. I'm gonna say it again. If they were if there was not ejections, suspensions, I wouldn't have been upset about it. But at the end of the day, I'm fine with it not being any suspensions. I think that's fine. The main thing is we need to just move on. So you could say, oh, well, if it was XYZ person, then XYZ would have happened. Maybe. It is what it is. Let's just move on, and let's hope that the refs do a better job at containing situations. Let's hope so. Am I super confident? Not really, but it is what it is. Ghost, I agree. Yeah, Sykes has earned a All-Star selection, but the fans got to vote. Fans got to vote. All right, Kalia Copper misses the jumper. Rebound, Connecticut. Marina pushing pace. Marina gets to the Peters. JC Sheldon. 4-3. You better do your thing, girl. That was nice. That was a nice shot. Okay. Oh, great defense by Marina. She did a blocking a shot by Loxa. Copper gets to the rim again, and she gets fouled. So many fouls. Literally anything Connecticut does today is getting a foul. But hey, peep game, see what the referees are doing, and adjust. You cannot touch Phoenix today because the refs are calling that foul. The refs are calling it. Guys, this is kind of wild. Phoenix has attempted 14 free throws so far. 14. That's a lot of free throws. Man. We got nine fouls on Connecticut to start this game. A lot of fouls. All right. JC Sheldon goes for another 3-point. Oh! JC Sheldon is on fire, girl. Man. 2 basically back-to-back threes for J.C. Sheldon. Alyssa Thomas gets it over to Monica Cole-McConney, and it is a turnover. Wow. Smart for Sanaya to recognize the hot hand, do that cross-court pass to J.C. Sheldon for a three. It's pretty nice to see. Sanaya Rivers gets it to Myrna Mabry for three. She gets fouled as a foul on Akol Makani. And Myrna Mabry is going to get to the free throw line for 3 shots. Ghost says, Alyssa Thomas has the best basketball IQ in the league by far, as she's the brain of the offense and defense for any team she plays for. She is the system. I mean, Tulip, there is no disagreement in your comment. I don't have a disagreement with that. I don't have a disagreement. Erica says, Quita, who do you think the Sun... Also, they're reviewing whether or not that three-point shot from Marina actually was a three-point shot. That's what they're reviewing right now, so a little bit of a break. In real time, it looked like a three-point shot to me. Yeah, it looked like a three-point shot to me. I'm not sure, Erica, who the Sun will pick up. Here's the thing. I think the Sun just have to figure out what their future is. Because if Connecticut is going to move to Boston, like, because remember, they're the ownership group for the Phoenix, or for the Connecticut Sun, they have they're in talks for investors and whatnot. And so if they sell the team and the team goes to Boston, then I think everything is wide open for this team. Everything. Sky's the limit. If not, I think Connecticut will wind up being a little bit like this next year, because who wants to be on the team? All right, Murdy Mabry made her first free throw. Got 2 more free throws to go. Mason says Mabry still has 0 points. Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. All right. Satu Sabli to Monica Cole-McConney. Bad pass by Held. Yeah, that was a bad look. Sanaya Rivers to Myrna Mabry. Back to Sanaya. Sanaya cross-court pass to Haley Peters. She gets it to Marina. To Sanaya Rivers. Oh, good pass. Man. To Haley Peters, but Natasha Mack ends up... Oh, my goodness. Guys, we just saw Alyssa Thomas basically go coast to coast, kind of like basically body Sanaya Rivers. Okay, let's do this replay. Alyssa Thomas just gets, she didn't even go into it with Sanaya Rivers. She was just running, and then her shoulder impact, like, Sanaya Rivers basically bounced off her shoulder. And that's the thing. Some people are like, oh, that's a foul by Alyssa Thomas. But like, Alyssa Thomas just be running. She just be running, and y'all be bouncing off of her. Like, she didn't even drive her shoulder into Sanaya Rivers. She was just running, and Sanaya hit her shoulder and and bounced off, and ultimately was called for the foul. That's just how strong Alyssa Thomas is. That's a strong lady right there. Strong lady. All right, Murray Mabry with the basketball gets it tipped and stolen. Satu Sabli with the basketball gets it down low to oh my God. Alyssa Thomas trying to back down JC Sheldon. Bulldozed her over. And she's called for the offensive foul. Yeah, it's offensive foul. I mean, here's the deal. Alyssa Thomas is like, hey, that wasn't a foul, but I mean, oh, there's a challenge on the floor. Okay, in real time, that looked like an offensive foul, but we gonna see. We gonna see what the refs got to say. We had a timeout, ladies and gentlemen. We had a timeout. Oh my goodness, y'all. Alyssa Thomas is just so strong that you just kind of bounce off her. Kind of just bounce off of her, man. There's nothing you could do. But offensive foul called on Alyssa Thomas. The Phoenix Mercury are challenging that, so we'll see what happens. Okay. Oh, right. Mason is wondering where Bonner is. We don't know. We don't know where Bonner is. Yeah, who knows? But hopefully everything's okay. Like we don't know why exactly she's out, but yeah. What's up? What's up, Dion Sardines? What up? What up? What up? What up? Yeah, I am streaming this game. This is the only game happening today. Only WNBA game happening today. So I was like, you know what? Let me stream it. Let's have a good time. Let's have a good time talking about some women's hoops. And whoever joins, joins. Whoever does not, does not. Our dog says got it down in single digits. They did. They did. We'll see. We'll see if they can continue to make that stuff happen. African Theory says, Quita, who's winning? The East or the West? Well, we don't know the rosters yet, but I'm gonna say the East. Yeah. The reason why I'm gonna say the East is because when we look at some of the best players in the WNBA, some of the best guards, actually the best guards in the WNBA are in the East. You got Sabrina Ionescu, you got Caitlin, you got Kelsey, who's Mitchell, who's definitely gonna be an all-star. You got Brittany Sykes on the West Coast on the East Coast as well. Like I think the East would win. Yeah, that's a foul. And she kind of got JC with the elbow. Yeah, they challenged it, but the foul is upheld by Alyssa Thomas. Yeah, our dog Alyssa Thomas is very, very strong. Very. I tell you, if there's like a survey that's like who are you afraid to go against in the WNBA, I guarantee you, probably 90% of the votes will be everyone's afraid to go against Alyssa Thomas. All right. Speaking of Alyssa Thomas, she gets the ball to Satu Sabali, who is fouled. Another foul on the floor. Oh yeah, we're not doing East versus West. We're doing top two votes and they pick who they want to play with. But anyway, East versus West. I'm gonna pick East because East is better. When it comes to team captains, I think the team captains are very likely going to be Caitlin and somebody else. Maybe even somebody else on the FIFA. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like Caitlin and Aaliyah Boston for the Haley Peters 3-point shot misses. Rebound goes to Kat Westbelt. Satu Sabli with the basketball. Satu gets the screen. Satu. Ball goes in and out. Musa gets the rebound. Or Diaby, I should say. My bad. JC Sheldon. OMG. Yesterday, she wasn't hitting nothing, but today, OMG. JC Sheldon with her third 3-point basket of the night. Ball gets stolen. JC Sheldon again. JC Sheldon gets the layup to go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Connecticut 34. Phoenix 39. What a comeback. What a comeback, guys. And Alyssa Thomas is like, enough of that. Enough of that. Let me get this layup in. Enough of that. Marina Mabry, 3-point shot. Money missed. Natasha Mack gets the rebound. Satu Sabli with the basketball. Ooh. Lexi held with a 3-point bucket of her own. JC gets it to Diaby for a mid-range jumper. She misses. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Hoops for real says, my goodness, if the Sun beat the Mercury, that'd be wild. That'd be wild, guys. Wild, I tell you. Wild. Alyssa Thomas bulldozes her way to the cup, makes the bucket. Diaby gets to JC Sheldon, who has been hot tonight. JC to Marina. To Diaby. Diaby gets the bucket, and she's like, hey, where that foul at? I think she did get fouled down low. No foul was called. Alyssa Thomas with the basketball. AT. Oh, nice pass to Musa for the layup. Man, that was nice. All right, we have reached halftime. The score is 48 Phoenix, 36 Connecticut. Connecticut had a really good firepower towards the end of this game, or towards the end of the half, I should say. JC Sheldon was knocking down those 3-point shots. That was pretty awesome to see. Pretty awesome to see. MP says, but that's why this league is great. Any team can beat the other on any given day. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Anything can happen. Okay? JC Sheldon is rocking out, and hey, you need some more opportunities for your team. 13 points for JC Sheldon, but at the end of the day, we still have the Phoenix Mercury with the lead. You got Alyssa Thomas with 11 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds for her. She's working on that triple-double. And next up, in terms of points, so we got Satu Sabli with 7 points and 8 rebounds, and Kalia Copper and Monique Akoa-Makani both tied for 5 points apiece. We are at halftime, guys. The score is 48 Phoenix, 36 Connecticut. Guys, we will be back. As you all know, we usually play some music, play some tunes during the halftime, and that is exactly what we're gonna do today. So again, I thank y'all so much for rocking with me. If y'all could, please make sure to hit that like button. We will be right back We will be right back at the end of halftime to go through some more talking through this game. All right. Here we go, guys. I will see y'all very shortly as we go into the second half. All right, we are ready for the second half to start. Ready for the second half. Again, guys, we're doing a watch and talk as we go through the Connecticut Sun versus the Phoenix Mercury team. This is Alyssa Thomas's return back to Connecticut, a place where she was at for 11 years, I believe. But anyway, Phoenix has a sizable lead, 48 for Phoenix, Connecticut 36. Marina Mabrey with a basketball to Tina Charles to JC Sheldon. JC misses the mid-range jumper. Monica Cole-Makani to Satu to AT to Copper. Back to Satu for three. Misses. Long rebound. Goes to Satu. Kalia Copper with the basketball. Copper gets an AT. AT to Akoa Makani. Misses the three-point bucket. Rebound Peters. Sanaya Rivers with basketball. Sanaya fakes the handoff to Marina and gets to the bucket. I like that. I like that. Great move by Sanaya Rivers. She faked like she was giving it to Marina. She was like, come here. Like, I'm gonna get you the basketball. Goes right past her. And gets to the rim. Genius. Great job by the rookie. Alyssa Thomas with basketball. Shot, misses. Rebound goes to Marina Mabrey. Marina goes behind the back, gets a screen. Marina to her BFF, Sanaya Rivers. Sanaya. Mid-range jumper. Misses. Akoa Makani gets the rebound. She gets it to AT. AT to Kat Westbeld for an easy fast break bucket. You got to get back. You got to get back. Don't get beat. Don't get beat. Marina tried to get space. She did push off. There was no foul. No foul was called. Marina picks up her dribble. And there's a foul on the screen. That was on Akoa Makani. And Monica Akoa Makani's pretty pissed off about it. She's pretty mad. Henry says, good morning, trendsetters. Is that what we are? Are we the trendsetters? Is that what we are? That's kind of funny. Trendsetters. Sanaya Rivers tries to get it to Anissa Morrow. Ball was knocked out of bounds and is staying with Connecticut. Marina to Anissa Morrow. Tried to get it back to Marina, but unfortunately, miscommunication. It is knocked out of bounds. It is Phoenix basketball. Kali Copper with the basketball gets the screen. Copper to Satu Sabli for three. Satu with the 3-point bucket. Marina, Tina Charles. Charles for three. Charles misses. Rebound goes to Kalia Copper. Copper. Prancing. Akoa Makani for three. Misses. Marina with the basketball. Going against her former teammate, Kalia Copper. Gets a screen. Pass to Anissa Morrow. Anissa was not able to finish against Kat Westbeld. Again, good defense by Kat Westbeld. Satu Sabli backing down JC Sheldon. Gets the pass off to AT. AT. Good defense. Really good defense by Anissa Morrow. And, of course, Alyssa Thomas is complaining because she's like, hey, wasn't that something? Nah, that wasn't nothing. Yeah, 4 turnovers for Alyssa Thomas so far. JC Sheldon for 3. She misses. Sanaya Rivers gets the offensive rebound. That was nice. She gets it to Anissa Morrow. Niece the Beast. Mid-range jumper. You better do your thing, girl. You better do your thing, girl. Anissa Morrow with the bucket. I believe that's her first bucket of the game. Good to see. Oh. AT. Turnaround jumper off the backboard. And she's like, that was nothing. Easy peasy. Anissa Morrow tries to get to the rim. She gets her shot blocked by Natasha Mack. And there's a that was actually a foul on Natasha Mack. So Anissa is at the free throw line. She made her first free throw. Anissa makes 1 of 2. Oh, missed shot, good rebound by Anissa. Marina gets it, Olivia Nelson-Adota. Oh no, gets fouled. That's the second foul in a row by Natasha Mack. That's her third personal foul. And she's going to head to the bench. All right. Connecticut with the basketball. Got Marina inbound in it. 14 on the shot clock. Sanaya Rivers with the basketball. Sanaya gets the screen. Gets it to Anissa Morrow. Anissa Morrow barely hits the rim on that 3-point shot. Rebound goes to AT. Alyssa Thomas gets bumped. Gets it to Loxa. Tries to pass it back to AT, but the ball was stolen. Good D by JC Sheldon. Sheldon to Sanaya Rivers. Rivers, mid-range jumper, in and out. Good hustle by Anissa. She didn't get the rebound, but it goes to Olivia Nelson-Adota. She gets it to JC Sheldon, and JC ends up trying to pass it to Marina. Gets the ball stolen by Held. Loxa misses the shot, and Connecticut gets the ball right back. Marina gets it to Nelson-Adota. Oh no, misses. AT to Held. Lexi Held with the free throw jumper. Gets it to go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Sanaya Rivers gets a down low to Anissa Morrow. Morrow with the sweep gets fouled by Alyssa Thomas. Okay, I like how active Anissa Morrow is today. I like it. I like it. All right, let's see what y'all got to say. Y'all got anything to comment? Let's see. Also, here's the deal, guys. You want to know some really fun uh, WNBA lore? That I talked about it before on the channel, but I don't know how many people paid attention. But are y'all interested in some random information about the WNBA Finals and how I have my first official prediction and a reason as to why, and it's related to some WNBA history. Anybody interested in that? Well, it's not a blowout yet. It's getting there. It's not a blowout yet though. Okay. Random info. All right. So, Commissioner's Cup last year. Minnesota versus New York Liberty. Minnesota wins Commissioner's Cup. So they win the money. We fast forward. Playoffs 2024. Finals. New York Liberty versus the Minnesota Lynx. The New York Liberty lose the Commissioner's Cup game. They win the WNBA championship. So if you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of random. Let's go back. 2023 Commissioner's Cup game between the Las Vegas Aces and the New York Liberty. So Aces versus Liberty in 2023 for the Commissioner's Cup. In that game, we saw the New York Liberty beat the Las Vegas Aces in that Commissioner's Cup game in 2023. So New York wins the money. Finals come 2023. We got Las Vegas versus the New York Liberty in the finals. And in that, yes, the Aces lose the Commissioner's Cup, but they end up winning. They end up winning the championship in 2023. And if you're like, wow, that's an interesting coincidence. That is very, very interesting. I wonder what's happened in the past. Well, okay, 2022 Commissioner's Cup. Because this is not just a thing that happened in 2020. 2022. Las Vegas Aces versus Chicago Sky in the Commissioner's Cup game. We end up seeing the Las Vegas Aces win the Commissioner's Cup. They won the money. Anissa Morrow playing her big one today. I'm just saying, playing her big one. Another bucket for Anissa Morrow. Okay. And in 2022, it was a different thing. Yes, the Aces played in the Commissioner's Cup, but the Chicago Sky do not play in the finals. Instead, it's Connecticut versus Las Vegas, and Las Vegas wins. They win the championship. So, in the last 3 years, at least one team from the Commissioner's Cup has been in the finals, and in the last 2 years, the same teams that was in the Commissioner's Cup was the same team that was in the finals. And so, yeah, that's that for you. So, prediction number 1, based off of recent... Oh, Marina Mabrey. Maybe it's Mabrey with a 3-point bucket. Okay? I like that. Her team is pumped up. And Phoenix has called a timeout because the Connecticut Sun are on a run. 57 Phoenix, 49 Connecticut. Wow. Anissa Morrow being physical down low, and then you got You got Marina draining the three. Y'all, Nice the Beast is on one tonight. Man, I love to see it. I love to see it anyway. So, anyway, first prediction for the championship game for the WNBA championship for 2025. The official Quita Love Sports prediction is that we will see a finals matchup between the Minnesota Lynx and the Indiana Fever. That's what we will see in the championship game for the WNBA Finals. That's my official prediction based off of recent history. Because the last 2 years, the same teams that was in the Commissioner's Cup championship or finals or whatever was the same two teams that was in the real WNBA Finals. And so that's my official prediction right now. We'll see how it goes, but I mean, recency bias shows that at least one of those teams will for sure be in there, if not both. Okay. All right, Satu. Ooh. Laksa goes for a 3-point shot. She misses. Rebound goes to Satu Sabli. Satu gets her shot blocked. Fantastic defense by, oh no, but there was a travel. No travel was called. Satu Sabli ends up going for the layup. Bria Hartley gets it to Marina Mabry. Mabry backing down. Ooh. They call Marina Mabry for the travel. Yeah, that was a travel by Satu. That was a travel. Kathy said it's hard to repeat. It is hard to repeat. Yeah, it is. It is. All right. Got about a little bit over a minute left to go in the third quarter. Musa gets it to Laksa, who gets fouled with the and one. So she's gonna have an opportunity to go to the free throw line and make a bucket. C-Man says, Quita, really, let's wait and see how they match up on July the 1st. You real Quita, non-biased? I hope so. I don't get it. I don't get the end of your comment. Anissa Morrow has earned herself some more significant minutes, okay? Her hustle in today's game has just been wild. Just been wild, okay? Yeah, I agree. CAC. Courtney Williams is gonna have to play well. Yeah, I mean she played well. What last night? Uh, with uh, with the, with Nafisa Collier going down, and so yeah, that was good to see. Um, but we need that 1-2 punch of Courtney Williams and Natisha Heidemann for the Lynx to have a chance, especially if Nafisa Collier's out, and for the Fever. Hey, we need to see that pick and roll action consistently between Caitlin and Aaliyah Boston, because if Nafisa's out, Oh, we gonna see them cook. We are gonna see them cook, man. Caitlin and Aaliyah, the whole game. That's it. The whole game. And it's gonna be successful. It's gonna be successful. I'm just saying. So for the Fever, we need Caitlin to be draining those threes, and we need that pick and roll action. For Minnesota, we need Courtney Williams to be that mid range assassin. We need Kayla McBride to be Kayla McBride, and Anissa Morrow is continuing her. She's continuing to dominate on the offensive end for Connecticut. What a second half by Anissa Morrow to start. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, thank you so much, Nick. Appreciate you. Appreciate your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate you all for joining me and rocking with me. Truly, you all could be doing anything. You could be just watching the game by yourself. You could be doing whatever. But the fact that y'all are on this stream, rocking with your girl, I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it so much. Tulip says Atlanta Smith ain't no joke. Quita underrated hooper. I mean, yeah, I agree. Here's the deal, guys. Remember, I watched Atlanta Smith up close and personal for a whole year, and I was able to see her, and I was able to see her get the respect that she deserves in the WNBA because when she was with the Chicago Sky, Atlanta was sort of like, she was seen as like pretty good, but like not a starter at all. Not like someone who plays significant minutes, but she was able to have a breakout year with the Chicago Sky. And in that same year that Atlanta Smith was doing her thing, we also saw Courtney Williams, who we knew was good, but developed more into a real point guard. That year when Courtney was in Chicago, that's really, really, really when she developed that point guard nature even more. And so, Chicago was very impactful for both of those players, um, in a lot of ways, I would say. All right. Oh yeah, thanks you, man. So sometimes making sure that ain't my car. Sometimes I misread stuff, and yeah. Thank you for clarifying. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Uh, we'll see. We'll see how this game continues to go. We are again, guys, in the fourth quarter. 64 Phoenix, 53 Connecticut. Kalia Copper with the basketball. Copper between the legs. But Copper at the nail misses. Olivia Nelson Adota gets the rebound. Olivia to Jalen Brown, who, yeah, Jalen Brown has, was she even in the third quarter? I don't remember saying her name. Anyway, Bria Hartley misses the shot. Copper thought about 3-point shot. Decides to pass it inside to Satu Sabli, who misses badly. And who's there to get the rebound? It is Anissa Morrow. She feeds Marina Mabrey for the quick layup, and boom. The Connecticut Sun, hey, they got some life. The crowd is getting into it a little bit. Loxa with the shot, missed, rebound. Olivia. Bria Hartley gets it to Marina Mabrey. Mabrey between the legs. Mabrey to the rim. Misses the shot. Alia Copper tries to get to the rim. She gets fouled. Man, can we say that this is the best game that Marina has played all season? Can we say that? I think that's accurate. I think that's accurate. 12 points for Anissa Morrow. She has been crashing the boards. She's been playing some defense. She's been doing a little bit of everything. 12 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals for Anissa Morrow. Copper makes a second free throw. 25 free throws for the Phoenix Mercury. 25. Tulip says she dropped 34 and beat the dream on her solo queue. Anissa Morrow? No, she didn't. 34 points? You must be talking about somebody else. Oh, Marina. Oh, I wasn't talking about Marina though. I'm confused. I'm confused. I was talking about Anissa Morrow. I was saying that this is Anissa Morrow's best game. No, this is not Marina Mabrey's best game. This is, in my opinion, this is Anissa Morrow's best game. I thought you were saying yeah, I was talking about Anissa. No, not Marina. No. No. This is not Marina's best game at all. Sorry about that. I was talking about Anissa. Cause I was like, wait, what? When did she score? When did she? I was like, when did she score 34 points? Oh man. Sometimes when I look at the chat, I'm like, am I crazy? Like, I'm confused. I have zero memory of this. So I was like, what, did this happen? Really? Anyway, yeah, but yes. Marina Mabrey has had way better games than this. I'm not talking about Marina. I'm talking about Anissa. Oh, well, I meant Anissa. It's probably because Anissa made the pass to Marina, so maybe that's why. I didn't mean Marina. That's not what I meant. I meant Anissa. That's the problem with live. That's the annoying part about live, is that if I were to if I were to like record and like not live, I would look back at my video and I'd be like, oh wait, I said Marina when I was supposed to say Anissa, and I would cut that out. But live, like, you literally can't. And once I say it, a lot of times like I kind of forget. And so, yeah, I don't know until somebody says it. So I appreciate y'all understanding that I really did not mean to say Marina. I really did mean to say Anissa. Because no, this is not the best game for Marina. But like the tricky part is I always have to like try my best to like catch stuff. But then if I don't, then it's sort of like, or if I don't see y'all catch stuff, then I'm like, then it's like, oh, see, Quita don't know what you're talking about because she said X Y Z, and I was like, oh, I was literally thinking about this one person, but I said this other person's name, and anyway. Live is a beast. So for anybody who wants to do live streams, anybody who wants to be live, to do stuff, I tell you, it is difficult to make sure that like you are always saying exactly what you mean. Because sometimes, at least for me, maybe my brain is different than everybody else's. At least for me, my brain really be going one way, and I'm saying something, but I think I'm saying one thing because my brain is there, but it's not. I'm not saying it, and so yeah. Anyway, I do that with names quite often. Actually, I do that with names, and I don't know if that's just a me thing or if other people actually have that same issue. I don't know of anybody in real life who has that same issue. I think it feels like it's just me, but. Peg says, "I follow your live stream because it's like watching the game with someone. Sometimes that's what we need. Like, I really enjoy doing these live streams with y'all and watching. The only thing I don't enjoy is sitting in the same spot for the whole game. Like that is a bit annoying, to be quite honest with you, because like during an actual game, I'm like sitting sideways on my couch, and then I'm standing up, and then I'm like pacing, and then I like get up and get some water, and I just do stuff. I just do stuff, you know. And so yeah. So it's a bit challenging to just sit here the whole time. I really enjoy talking to y'all, but I don't enjoy like the just in this one seat. But maybe one day, like I have like the standing desk thing. Maybe one day I'll have like a setup that like follows me as I like sit down and I stand up and I move around. Maybe one day. Um, Brett says, I think my wife does that too. She swears she said A, but B came out of her mouth. My dad just did this the other day. Actually, I do know one person in real life who does that, and it's my dad. And I think that's where I got it from. Because he's like, because he's talking and he says one thing, and we're like, what are you talking about? And blah, 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 blah. Because you said this. And he's like, no, I didn't say And we're like, yes, you did. My dad does it. I'm pretty sure that's where I got it from. But besides my dad, I don't know anybody else who does that. Ronald says none of us are infallible, Quita, but you did have us puzzled for a bit. Yeah, I'd be puzzled too because I'd be like, "What the heck is Quita talking about?" This is not Marina Mabry's best game, not at all. Yeah. If I was listening, I'd be like, "What in the world?" Quita must be crazy. Quita wild today. What is she talking about? All right, guys. Again, we are watching and talking through. We are watching and talking through the Phoenix Mercury versus the Connecticut Sun. Phoenix 72, Connecticut 62. Olivia Nelson Adota is at the free throw line. She missed her first free throw. Makes her second free throw. Okay, we're within 9. Okay, 9-point game. Let's go. To Monica Cole McConney, to Alyssa Thomas, AT to Loxa for 3. Misses. Rebound goes to Myrna Mabry. Marina with the basketball gets it. Olivia Nelson-Ododa to JC Sheldon, who has she was really hot in that second quarter. Cooled off a little bit. She tried to feed the pass to Anissa Morrow, but the ball was stolen. Akoa Makani with the basketball. She gets the screen. Akoa to Alyssa, to Laksa, to Satu. Misses the three-point shot. Rebound goes to Laksa. To Alyssa, to Natasha Mack. Come on, girl. Misses the layup. You got to make that. You got to make that. Come on now. Marina Mabry with the basketball. Marina to Olivia Nelson-Ododa. Fadeaway jumper. Gets it to go. All right. AT guarded by Anissa Morrow. AT. Oh, good strip by JC. But Alyssa Thomas gets it to Laksa. Laksa for the mid-range jumper. Gets it to go. Man. Laksa is looking good. She is looking very, very, very good. Olivia Nelson-Ododa misses. 11-point game. Alyssa Thomas easily blows by Anissa. Gets it to Laksa, to Akoa Makani. Back to AT. Fadeaway jumper. Miss. Shot. Rebound goes to Anissa Morrow. Bria Hartley with the basketball. Gets it to Anissa. Anissa, she pulled one of Sanaya Rivers' numbers. Fakes the pass, gets to the rim, and makes the layup. Girl, you better do your thing, Anissa Morrow, guys. Again, what I mean to say this time, Anissa Morrow with the best game of her Connecticut Sun career today. And the best part, she's doing it against a very good squad. And Rashid Mezian, I hope you paying attention to this because, play Anissa more. I'm just saying, play. And to be honest with you, she has not had this great of a game. So like, I'm actually understanding of the limited minutes she's had so far in this season so far. But what a fantastic game for her. What a fantastic game. James says Mercury choking. I mean, not yet. They still have a sizable lead, and it's not a ton of time. So like, not totally. Wow, they're showing the old school Connecticut Sun when John Cole Jones was there, and like, wow, those players look so young. Art Dog says the best thing is Coach didn't pull her. That's true. That's very true. Quita says, C-Man says, Quita, I noticed that finally Morrow getting playing time. She looks good. Here's the deal. She has gotten some playing time, not a ton, not nothing like what she's getting now. But also she hasn't played this well so far this year, in my opinion. All right. Mikey says, I like how you go to games with your mom. It's good to see and worth more than the game. Facts. Here's the deal, guys. I truly, truly, truly enjoy going to games with my parents. I enjoy it. And the funny part is, like, now I primarily go to games with my mom, but like before I started this channel in earnest, like now, like over 2 years ago, well actually no, 3 seasons ago actually. Um, I would go to games with my dad. Um, I would go to all the games with my dad, and then when I first started my channel, I asked them, did they want to be on the channel? Like, would they be okay being on the channel? Talking about, Kalia Copper with the dagger 3-point bucket. I asked them, hey, would you be okay being on the channel? And my dad was like, no. And my mom was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. I'll do it. And so originally, the reason why y'all primarily know my mom going to games with me is because my mom originally said, yeah, she'll talk about the sky with me. You know, that's originally how it started. She's like, she'll talk about the sky with me. And I was like, okay, great. And so she would go to the games because she needs to talk about it after the games. And then my dad ended up changing jobs, and so like his schedule doesn't work as well to go to games. So now that's more of the reason as to like why, because like my dad is now, he's like cool with being on to talk about what's going on. Because whoever goes with me to the games has to be okay with me talking about the games after the fact and talking through the games during the game with me. And so now it's more of a schedule issue with my dad and why he doesn't go to as many games. But like he's like, hey, your mama took my seat. I had season tickets and your mama took it. That's what he's saying. But it's like he said no first. And so hey. All right, Sanaya Rivers gets tripped up. That is a foul. I believe that's on Satu. So Sanaya Rivers going to head to the line for 2 shots. Again, guys, we got a 10-point game. I think this is the longest that she's played. Yeah, and the reason why is because she's played great. Like Anissa Morrow has not really done anything for Rashid Mezian to be like, you know what, to the bench you go. No, she's played well. And the thing about it is, rookies are going to make mistakes. They're going to do some dumb stuff. They're going to shoot some bad shots. They're going to miss. However, when it comes to the rookies, what I look for more than just points scored, I look for effort. And Anissa Morrow is giving effort today. Turnover for the Phoenix Mercury, and Bria Hartley's on the ground. She was holding her knees. Cole Makani gets another foul. Oh, Paula, you did me my dad. Yep. Bria Hartley at the free throw line. Can she get this team within 7? No, she cannot. She misses her first free throw. Can she get them within 8? Let's see. She does. C-Man says your dad seems shy. He's not shy. He's the life of the party. He is the life of the party. Okay. Marina Mabry. Ooh. Misses the 3-point shot. Rebound goes to Bria Hartley. Hartley goes for 3. Hartley misses. Rebound goes to Anissa Morrow. She misses the shot. Darn. But old board goes to Olivia Nelson Adota, and she gets fouled. She's heading to the line. Wow. It's going to the wire, guys. 8-point game. Olivia Nelson-Ododa can bring it within 6. Wow. Connecticut, I like the fight of this team. I like the fight. They did not give up. They did not give up. And that's all you can want. Like if you're a fan that paid money to go to this game, all you want is your team to fight. You want them to fight. And that's what Connecticut's doing. We all know that Connecticut is nowhere near as good of a team as the Phoenix Mercury, but hey, they hustling and they're battling. All right. Ono goes 1 of 1. 1 for 1 of 2, I should say. Anissa Morrow guarding Alyssa Thomas. AT. Uh-oh. Gets it to Lexi. Held for 3. Now it's back to a 10-point game. Wow. Wow. Alyssa Thomas gets inside, draws the defense, and then what does she do? Kick out. 3-point shot. Yeah, Art Dog, that's the dagger. That is the dagger right there. And that is what makes Alyssa Thomas such a dangerous player. Because she could do that. Because if Alyssa Thomas is bulldozing her way to the rim, you got to collapse on her because one person can't really stop Alyssa Thomas. So you collapse on her and she just passes it out because she's that good of a passer. Player of the game for Connecticut is Anissa Morrow. 16 points, 8 rebounds, 5 of 11 from the field. She had such a great game. Breakout game for Anissa Morrow. Breakout game. Henry says, Kathy fixed the cup by giving the Fever too many games against rubbish opponents like Angel Reese and the Sky. Henry, do you understand what the Commissioner's Cup is? If you did, I don't think you would say that because there is no way to fix the Commissioner's Cup. The reason why is because teams on the East play teams on the East. Teams on the West play teams on the West. That's what the Commissioner's Cup is basically the traditional way that playoffs ran, where the Eastern Conference teams play each other, the Western Conference teams play each other. They each play one game, playing each other, and then you pick the best Eastern team and the best Western team, and it is what it is. Like there is no way to rig it. Like you just can't. Unless you were to change conferences, and then that's a whole nother thing. Oh, Henry says he's just trolling. Okay. Fantastic defense by Sanaa Rivers. But Alyssa Thomas ends up with the basketball. Surprise, surprise. Alyssa gets it to Satu. Missed shot. Anissa tried to pass it out to Bria Hartley, but the ball was stolen. And game over. Game over. Phoenix has a little bit of a scare at the end of the game, but they get the job done 83-75. Alyssa Thomas makes her return back to Connecticut, a place where she spent a whole lot of time in Connecticut, and she comes in there and steamrolls the Phoenix Mercury. Yes, the game was close towards the end, but Alyssa Thomas did her thing in this one. As per usual, almost had a triple-double. It's pretty close to a triple-double for her. 14 points for Alyssa Thomas, 11 assists, 8 rebounds. She did her thing today. Again, a little bit of a scare at the end of the game for her team, but you know, the Mercury make it happen. And Anissa Morrow, player of the game, she just said she works her blank off. She works her butt off, guys. She gives that effort every single game. And here's the deal. Practice prevents long-term poor performance. Anissa Morrow has been in the gym. She's been working. She's been making stuff happen in practice where we can't see it. And now when the lights are shining bright, she has a breakout game against one of the best teams in the league. It's huge. Huge for Anissa Morrow. I think it's a great thing. So anyway, that's the stream. I don't have nothing else to say other than shout out to Anissa. Shout out to Alyssa Thomas. You know, hey, shout out, man. Shout out. That's all we got. Again, thank y'all so much for rocking with me. This has been a watch and talk with me, Quita. We see the Phoenix Mercury get the job done 83-57 or to 75, I should say. I was about to say 57. Sometimes with numbers, I get numbers like mixed up too. Like I see 75, but I say 57. Why? I don't know. Anyway, thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Y'all have a great day. Be kind to someone. Tell somebody that they matter because they truly do. Guys, you know, as I can do these, I will be doing these watch and talks as we just sit here, watch the game, and y'all can have a companion right next to y'all as y'all are watching the game too. We're watching the game together. We're going to do some play-by-play. We're going to talk about some random stuff. And we're gonna go forward like that. Again, thank y'all so much. Thank you for being an awesome person on the internet, guys. I understand that, you know, this is a interesting time that we are in as WNBA fans and whatnot. And I ask that you all, like, seriously, like, enjoy women's basketball. You know, remember at the end of the day that this is supposed to be entertainment. Okay? This is supposed to be entertainment, guys. This is not supposed to be a arduous, like, terrible thing. This is not supposed to be a thing that makes everybody angry and whatnot. This is entertainment. So at the end of the day, if this is not fun for you, then, like, either you gotta find a way to make it fun, or maybe it's not for you. Sports is entertainment. If sports is not entertaining you, is not fun, then try something else. Try to do something else. But truly, like, be happy about women's basketball. You know, you may not like everything that's going on, but, like, don't use that as, like, a thing to be pessimistic about. But anyway, I don't know why I'm saying this. Maybe I'm saying this for somebody in particular who's listening. I don't know. But anyway, listen to Carmela and like that video. And yeah, we will see y'all in the morning for another edition of Quita in the Mornings. As always, guys, I thank you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Guys, I love you. Most importantly, guys, Jesus loves you, and he wants a relationship with you. Guys, I will see y'all in the next one. See y'all bright and early tomorrow, and I'm off tomorrow, so we may end up having a very, very long stream. We'll see. Maybe a very, very long stream. We'll see. Anyway, lots of stuff to talk about tomorrow. Massive updates about stuff that's happening that you all may have forgotten about, so we'll get through that. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next one. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.